Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's frequency meditation. Hope we've had all a beautiful week so far. But let's just before we even start, let's take a breath in. Really feel that air coming into your lungs. And just notice where you are right now. Maybe how you're sitting, or maybe you're walking, lying down. Just notice you and your body here right now. Nowhere else to go. And let's feel our chest. Come into your chest area. Just observe it. Observe what's there. Maybe there's a slight tightness or a quiet holding, like something still needs to happen before you can fully breathe out. Maybe you feel something, maybe you feel nothing at all. If you feel nothing, just stay with me. It's not that you're getting it wrong. And that's exactly why we're here tonight. The body has been there your whole life. But for those who don't notice anything, don't feel any sensation, it's just because perhaps you haven't been introduced to it yet. And that introduction is what tonight is all about. Just take another breath in right now. And just think about when if you're learning a language. The first time you hear it, none of it makes sense. Sounds like noise. It's awkward. It's frustrating when you're trying to learn it. But the more you listen, the more you practice, the more fluent you become. And the body has its own language. For most people, from what I can observe and see, they've never been taught how to listen to it. So if you feel nothing right now, don't be discouraged. Don't give up. Every time you show up to this, you're getting more fluent. The body's always speaking. The body's always guiding us, funneling us, if you like, back into alignment. We've just misinterpreted. We've judged the communication, diluting its purpose. So since the body's always speaking, communicating, we're just learning how to hear it. And just notice yourself in your body right now. You, in that inner environment where the skin stops and everything inwards. There's something else about tonight that seems like it's coming up. When I guide you through this, I'm not just reading words. I enter a specific state myself, a coherent state. And this is, of course, there's a lot of research out there supporting this if you need it. But when there is somebody operating, if you like, at a high level coherence, the nervous systems of the people around them begin to respond to that. Not the mental, not the mind, but that other intelligence, that intelligence that actually runs your body. Your heart is beating right now. You're not really participating in that. Your cells, your atoms are regenerating continuously. Well, we're not doing that. Hair's growing, your nails are growing, all of those things that we're not really consciously participating in. So there's some other intelligence, and this is what that intelligence gravitates. That intelligence always gravitates to whoever the most coherent person is. That's what frequency does. It moves things. So tonight, the reason why I bring that up, what's happening tonight is already happening, whether you feel it or not. You're shifting. So relax, enjoy. There's no pressure. There's nothing you need to do. But if you like, if your eyes are closed right now, open your eyes and look around at your external environment. Everything outside, where the skin stops and everything outside. Well, you've created that. That's a reflection of your inner environment. Just observe it. No judgment. Just, oh, okay. And then close your eyes and come back into your inner environment. Everything from where the skin stops inwards. And just notice that environment right now, because it's going to keep shifting. And again, it's not because of the words I'm saying or any aha moments you might get. This is what the frequencies do, the alignment, the coherence. That you'll notice throughout tonight, that environment changes, shifts to a more precise location. And there's something else that you'll notice during the session, and that goes beyond the words. And some people feel it in their body, a vibration, a warmth, a shift they weren't expecting. Some notice tones or sounds that seem to be coming from somewhere else. So whatever you notice, try not to judge it, analyze it, just let it move through you. That is part of what this is. And those tones that comes through me, comes from a wholer version of me, if you like, or a higher self, or spirit, or even reaching to the term God. These are all just labels. But it's another, I like to think of it as another, keep things very simple, by the way. I like to think of it just as another intelligence, that same intelligence that has my heart beating right now, that has the solar system orbiting around with precision, tides coming in. That intelligence that transforms caterpillars into butterflies. And that's as far as I go. Because anything else, if with me trying to figure it out, that's my mind through filters. So I let go. So tonight what we're going to do, we're going to get into, as mentioned, manifesting, because that's something everybody's interested in. But we're going to go much deeper than just that surface level of manifesting a better life. We're into the mechanics behind it so you can take back control. And what we're going to discuss tonight, I know this pattern very well from the inside. I've had an extraordinary life so far. I've studied in some of the most extraordinary places on earth, whether it's ancient monuments, or being in situations that should have really stopped me completely. Acknowledge the awesomeness of it, just be in awe. But many of those times in the past, I felt nothing. It wasn't because something was wrong with the places or the situations or the company that I was with. It was because I wasn't there. I was in another timeline. I was in another future moment or past moment. And then once I started my own inner metamorphosis. Now I feel everything. The sun, nature, the person standing right in front of me. And that's not like if you like a spiritual achievement. That's just what happens when you come home to your body. Science. So that feeling, or the absence of it, it's been there for a long time. What it means you're waiting. Waiting for the money to settle. Waiting for the relationship to feel safe. Waiting to feel ready. Just waiting for life to properly begin. And this is all connected to taking back control, being empowered, and creating the life you wish. But here is the thing that very few people tell you. The waiting is the problem, not what you're waiting for, which is what we get consumed with. I need more money before I can really enjoy my life. Where's my twin flame? My health needs to be better. Other possibilities, opportunities need to come in. My life is still a dress rehearsal. It's not about those specific issues. It's being in that position in space and time where you're waiting. Because while we're waiting, life's been happening. The dinners, the conversations, the quiet mornings, the people right in front of you. All of it happening. But from what I see, most people are somewhere else. The body was always there, but they weren't. So tonight, we're going to go to that place so you can feel, experience, bring in awareness, which is what we do here. We're bringing in the awareness to you. Awareness, same meaning as awakening. Bring in the awareness of where these programs where they take you, where you went. And why you kept going there instead of staying present here in the present moment. I could actually talk a really long time because tonight's about manifestation on why the only true place to create from with precision, that's the key, with precision. We're creating all the time, but it's certainly not with precision if we look around. But if you want to create, render yourself, manifest with precision, it's always only in the present moment, because that's where your wholer self, your spirit, your higher self, whatever you refer to, however you label it, that's the only position it exists in, is in the present moment, because nothing else is real. So let's take a deep breath in right now. And just stay exactly where you are. Just notice what's already here. Feel your body right now. It's here. It's always been here. So let's be really honest about something here, because this isn't abstract. This isn't spiritual theory. This is your actual life, the one you're living right now. Notice that point, that middle of your sphere, that point behind the eyes, centered. Just keep coming back to this position right now. And let's just bring some clarity. Let's say you're driving and maybe one of your favorite songs come on. But you're already 3 conversations ahead. Maybe you're rehearsing what you're going to say to someone or defending yourself against something that hasn't even happened yet. The song ends and you didn't hear a single word. No, you didn't enjoy it. You didn't experience it because you were somewhere else. Or maybe you're with your partner in bed or with someone you love and they reach out for you and you're there. But you're running tomorrow's meeting in your head. Your body's present, but you're gone. Or this is what we see all the time. There's a beautiful sunset. Or you're at a concert. Or maybe you're watching your child do something for the first time. And you think, I should film this. So you reach for the phone. The moment you decide to try and capture it, you leave it. Taking a picture of a sunset. Do we ever relook at those pictures? But it robbed us of the present moment of actually experiencing the sunset. Or maybe you're sitting with a friend who's telling you something very real, very personal, something that really matters to them. And halfway through what they're saying, you're already composing your response. You're not even listening. You're waiting for your turn. Or even scrolling, maybe for 40 minutes, going through the circus act of the phone, checking the social medias, checking your mail, checking what's up, boom, 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 that whole cycle. After 40 minutes, you put it down. 30 seconds later, you pick it up again. Not because anything's changed, but because stillness feels like something's missing. Being just in the present moment isn't enough. And here's one that I'm sure many of us have experienced. Have you ever been with someone and you just felt it? Felt that they weren't really there? They're nodding, they're talking, agreeing, they're saying the right things, but something in you knew nobody's home. You felt the gap where they should have been. And that feeling's real. It's a frequency. And vice versa, the people in your life, they feel that gap in you too, every time you leave. So this is what leaving looks like. This is what it is to be in another moment of time besides the present one. It's not dramatic. It's not really obvious even. It's just that quiet, relentless habit of being somewhere other than where you are. And it goes unnoticed. It's like white noise. It even feels normal because you've been doing it your whole life. Our whole society has been doing it its whole existence. And it's all packaged beautifully around that. It feels like being responsible, like staying on top of things, like being able to control something, like being a functioning adult in a demanding world. That's how it's been presented. That's how we signed off on it. But here is what it actually is. It's you missing your own life, moment by moment, day by day, year by year. Just take another breath in right now. Mm-hmm. Coming back to our sphere, the center part of our behind the eyes. Notice your spine, you in your spine in your body. Perhaps there's a lean in you right now. Maybe you can feel it more in your chest now, feel it in your jaw. But again, if you feel nothing, that's okay. Stay here anyways. The noticing itself is the practice. Chances are you've been saying for years, not consciously, this moment is not enough yet. Through every achievement, through every good thing that's arrived, through every moment that was supposed to be the one and still didn't quite land the way you thought it would. It didn't really bring that completion, that fulfillment, or if it did, it was very fleeting. That's the pattern. And tonight, you're going to see it so clearly. You're not going to be able to do it the same way again. So before we go any further, let's try something. Just bring in one thing into your field. One thing come to mind. One area of your life where you're waiting. Money, love, health, clarity. Doesn't matter which one. Just feel wherein you've been holding the door closed. And if you can't feel it right now, just see it. You know, like when this is sorted, then I can relax. When this arrives, then life is really going to begin. Feel that contract, or just see it. Either's enough. You'll come back into the middle of your sphere, center point behind the eyes. Feel your body. Notice what's supporting you right now. If you're sitting on the chair beneath you, or if you're walking, your feet on the ground. If you're lying down, what are you lying on? Notice a room around you. Your breath moving on its own. So the body's here. It's always here. And feel now where you are. Feel that forward lean. Feel the chest reaching towards something that isn't here yet. Maybe the jaw is just holding tight, just tight enough just to stay on top of things. And again, for those of you who are just beginning this journey with tuning into your body, receiving. If you feel none of it right now, again, there's no problem. Just notice where your mind went during the last few minutes. That's the lead. And probably you can recall earlier today, how many times were you leaning? It doesn't always show up first in the body. Sometimes it shows up as a thought. That's the plan already forming. That's the problem being solved that hasn't really arrived just yet. That too is a pattern. So let's just pause here. And during the pause, the transmission, just watch it. Don't try not to fix it. Try not to release it. Just let it be fully seen so you're aware. And that's what we bring in. It's that clarity for you. It's giving you a different perspective outside of all the programs of filters that create you. I feel like it's your blind spot. That's what we're doing tonight in this session. We're removing that blind spot. So you can separate. Take back control of being here right now in this present moment. So just notice what comes into your field. Keep coming back to your sphere, your spine, this moment right now. So whatever thoughts come in, taking you out of this moment, it's very simple. Just don't follow it. Drop it. That's how powerful you are. And come back to now. Notice what happens when the reaching stops, even just for a few seconds when you come back. The moment was still here, didn't fall apart, didn't need anything added to it. In fact, you probably experienced an expansion, clarity, freedom, got bigger. Present moment was never empty. We just need to arrive at it long enough to find out. Take another deep breath in. Let's stay with this because there's something deeper we're seeing here. Think about maybe at work or something related, the promotion that arrived, the good news, the pay increase, whatever it is. And maybe the new car, that's always a good example. Maybe it arrived. It lasts maybe 3 days before you're already on to the next one. Or maybe the relationship that finally felt right. You felt safe, heard, seen, connected. And then you started managing it instead of living inside it. Or the goal you hit. And immediately you move the goalpost. Reflect back. Maybe some of the things that you've worked the hardest for actually sometimes felt the emptiest when they arrived. And that's not ingratitude. That's not a flaw in you. That's what happens when you never come back to the body that was waiting for you. So just take another deep breath in right now. Feel that air coming into your lungs. And as you release it, notice the warmer air releasing. So bring into your memory right now, let it just come in, a moment something good arrived. And before it even landed, you already converted it into the next pressure. Maybe there's a time someone was fully there for you and you were somewhere else. Or a win that should have felt like everything, that you felt nothing. Feel that. And again, if feeling's not available for some of you, then just see it. Recognition is the beginning. Feeling comes after. So don't get discouraged for the newbies, the new people. That awareness will come to you. Your body was always there for those moments, but you left. Coming back into our sphere, feeling what's supporting you right now on the ground, feeling your breath. And just let what just came up stay present. Try not to push it away. And what maybe feels like ambition, being in that future moment, going for the next goal. It's not, it's escape. It might feel like being switched on. It's abandonment. And what, as we have been indoctrinated into, it feels like we're being responsible, preparing for life. In fact, it's the one thing that's keeping you from entering it. So just stay with that. We'll just go in silence. Really bringing in that awareness of what this costs you, not being here, in your body, in the present moment. Notice how your internal environment has already changed from the brief time we've been together. Letting you become aware of your environments. That's the beginning on how you can start to edit your environments, manifest your environments. Écoute, voilà, nous. Here's the thing. The people in your life feel it too. Not as something they can name, just as a gap where you should be. And so do you, even if you've never said out loud. That slight sense of watching your own life from just behind the glass, your body present, but you're not quite there enough to feel it. You're with someone, you're talking, and you just know they're not really there right now. They're not seeing they're not seeing me. And it's the same with them. They can sense you're not there. Again, your body's always present, but we're not there enough to feel it. And that's what this pattern really caused. Not just the moments, not just the wins that didn't land, but the feeling of being alive inside the body that has always been here waiting for you. Our society today is constantly seeking the next fix, trying to manufacture that feeling, whether it's through money, medication, sex, persona, whatever, the list goes on. It's all an attempt to land. And just stay with us right now, because this is the moment everything can shift for you. Not by deciding to do better, not by trying harder, but by what's coming in, being able to see it clearly right now. This is deep programming. So you just simply cannot do it the same way again. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about manifestation, creating, rendering yourself here. Everybody manifests all day long. The brain does it automatically, unconsciously, every moment, every day. We're always manifesting. We're always channeling. I advise just to channel that wholer version of you, your higher self. I never channel anything else. These tones that come in, they come in from that wholer version of me. You can always reach out if you are channeling some other spirit, entity, intelligence, it's not a good idea. Your brain's a prediction machine. Neuroscience confirms this. It's constantly creating the reality it expects to find. So, most people want to know how to manifest. It's never a question of whether you can manifest. The question is, from where? With what precision? Kind of similar to our wonderful buddy Jesus, who said anyone can heal. But what source are they using? Same truth. Anyone can manifest. But if you want to manifest with precision, if you want to create on purpose rather than by accident, there's always only one place that happens, and that's here, now, in this body, in this moment. Because as mentioned, your higher self, your spirit, your real self, whatever you call it, it only exists in this present moment. And this isn't a spiritual idea. Neuroscience confirms this as well. Not that for me that means anything, but we like to have some sort of resources, data, support. But consciousness itself can only exist now. Past memory is done. It's finished. It's over. In fact, there's no Akashic records. There's no reviewing. It's dissolved. It's finished. But we keep bringing the past into, not even the present moment, into the future moment. That's why we keep repeating. Same old cycles. And the future is projection. The universe, yourself, you're dynamic. There's no destiny. There's nothing set in the future for you. How very dull if that was the case. That's why we're here, to co-create. So the only thing that's real, the only place your true self, your higher self, the whole version of you, that intelligent, actually lives, is right here, right now. Which means every time you leave this moment, you leave yourself. And you're creating then from a diminished place, if you like. You're creating from your distortions, from habit, from fear, from the momentum of the past. Uta ada ura ukutukojaga poe era kumputukata suta e topala abataku kutu mututa. But when you're here, fully here, you create from source. That's precise manifestation, not vision boards, not affirmations, but presence. This body, this moment. So just coming back into the middle of your sphere, feel the weight of whatever is supporting you beneath. Again, notice the breath moving on its own. This is what it feels like coming back. It's not a technique. It's not something that you need to even practice until you get it right. It's just here. It's fully here. It's you. It's back in the body that was always waiting. Mhm. Just feel what it's like when the reaching stops. When you come back. This is your new position. You're aware now, awakened now to this correct position, this precise position to be in. The reflection of that, you could open your eyes right now and look at that external environment. The reflection of that will be this external environment, being created though with precision. Another shift for you will happen, that you'll start to perceive this reality, that you're not waiting to be alive when life gets better, easier, but you'll feel being alive right now, inside the moment, exactly as it is, creating from here, manifesting from here. Connected from the only place your higher self ever is. And from there, well, besides feeling euphoric, that's when you start to experience a different reality here. That's when you start to receive from another intelligence. And again, this is addressed tonight also to people who are new. The people who've been with me for a while, you get it immediately. It's like, of course. Why didn't I see that before? That's how it kind of works. It's not kind of how it works, that's how it works. But for the new people, because people, I see it, people get discouraged so much. There's so much. The dialogue in the spiritual community is so distorted. And people get discouraged. They think, oh, everybody else but me. Nah, it's not going to happen for me. It is. I promise you. So if you're one of those ones that's still finding your way back into the body, just, you showed up tonight. That's everything. The more you come back, the more you come into your body in the present moment, the more you're going to feel what that is. The language, even just in tonight's session, it's already starting to make sense, so don't give up. And feel that settling in the chest. Feel the jaw soften. Feel your breath go all the way down. That's the new frequency. That's the new starting point. Because everything from here comes from here. So stay here for a little bit after. And with that, I'll see everybody next week.